Hey guys, today's video is brought to you by Iron Doggy, my absolute favorite hands-free leash. I normally don't like to have video sponsors, but I've been recommending this leash for years and wanted to help get the word out. At first, I resisted buying a specific running leash and got by with what I had, switching hands and performing less than graceful turns. When it was just Echo and I could kind of make it work. But when Penny came along, it quickly became clear that holding a leash in hand was just not gonna work. Our earliest training sessions with Penny revealed the error of my thinking. Sure, I was saving myself money by not buying a running leash, but it came at the extremely high cost of making running with my dogs tedious rather than fun. Looking back, I think there are two big mistakes I made that most other people do as well. One, not spending enough time training running like I would any other skill for my dogs. And two, not buying the right leash. Now, the training part is up to you, but I've discovered that both the training and the experience are infinitely more rewarding when you have the right equipment. And that is where Iron Doggy comes in. Iron Doggy makes training easier and running safer. The two heavy-duty handles makes it easy to control your dog in tight quarters. And the built-in bungee helps absorb the shock of any sudden movements, like when a squirrel crosses our path. The waist strap is easily adjustable, so I can toss it to Emily mid-run when I want to get some video of the team in action. And if, like me, you have trouble keeping your head attached, the waist pocket add-on ensures your keys stay with you. Like I said, no one can do the training for you, but Iron Doggy makes practicing so much more fun for all of us. Here I'm doing a refresh with stroller running. I like to begin with some easy walking turns to get the dog situated and aware. A tip I find really helpful is to start your training after your dogs have had a hard off-leash run. You don't want them thinking this is the Iditarod. What I also like about Iron Doggy is that it's customizable to fit your needs. You can set it up for your dogs to run on either side of you or on the same side. The Iron Doggy comes in both a shorter and longer version, depending upon your needs. I find the shorter length ideal for most urban and suburban pursuits, and the longer leash better for variable terrain. You can see me walking with the longer leash here. If we're hiking or running on wide open ground, the extra length is nice. As is the fact that you can adjust this leash for shorter lengths as well. The coiled leash is unobtrusive and makes it easy to change lengths on the go. And as much as we do love to go, maybe the most important skill of all when running with dogs is stopping. That's also where I really love the bungee system on Iron Doggy. It gives much better tactile feedback than a flat leash, and it helps me make stops and direction changes infinitely smoother than they otherwise would be. We've put our leash to the test for years, and it still works perfectly. I don't have any concerns about durability or worries about any of the pieces failing. It puts my mind at ease knowing my guys are securely fastened to me. I used to think of Iron Doggy as a specialty leash, a worthy splurge, but not a necessary purchase. These days though, I'm increasingly certain it's absolutely an essential piece in my toolkit. With the dog beach and schools closed, and Emily working long hours at the hospital, we went months where I had to juggle caring for the whole crew. There was only one way to survive, and that was together. And there was only one way to stay together, and that was Iron Doggy. With neighbors laughing and cheering us on from their balconies, we'd parade our way to the park each day, running and playing and trying to burn off steam. As you can see, even when the dogs got riled to pull, I was still able to stand steady. And it's probably not what the designers of the leash had in mind, but during long hours of high caliber soccer matches, the Iron Doggy afforded all of us the liberty to play. And that liberty is what continues to draw me to pick up the Iron Doggy leash more often than not when we head out. When my hands are free, it makes it easier to shoot photos and videos. It also makes it easier to dispense treats when training with 2 hungry mouths. And maybe most importantly of all, it frees me up to scratch with both hands. An absolutely essential component of any trip, if you ask Zero. In short, the Iron Doggy frees me up to do what I love with who I love, at any speed, jogging, walking, or just laying in the grass. With my hands free and my dog safe, I can do super important things. Like what? Well, like tickle my child and play very valuable games of peekaboo. With my hands free, I can also keep my eyes up and not get plowed over at the beach. So that's a nice bonus too. As is having 2 hands to fish Quinn's hat out of the lake for the 50th time. I swear one of these days I'm gonna get her to keep it on. I can also give high fives, and I can point to airplanes. And I can do things neither the manufacturer nor my wife approve of. But hey, they're still a lot of fun. I can go more places. I can ensure no one gets left behind. And I can tire out 2 Ridgebacks and 2 kids at the same time. That's why the Iron Doggy is invaluable to me, and why I've recommended it for years. If you have any questions about the products or about running with your dogs, just comment below. And if you're interested in purchasing a leash, check out the link below and be sure to use our code Ridgebacks for 10% off.